let's grab our basic instructions before leaving Earth, and let's see what the Creator, Father God, has in store for us today. Alright, we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to let y'all look at this pretty scenery. I wished I could get it up right there. That would be awesomely cool. So let me get my fingers in there. Ooh, yeah. Hopefully you will stay and you won't fall over on me. Alright, I'm going to try to read all 3 chapters of the rest of Daniel. Because there's only 12 and we are in 10. So let's get started with Daniel 10. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belteshazzar, and the thing was true, but the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing, and had understood the vision. In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth. Well, wait a minute. At first, he did not eat wine or anything. He didn't eat meat, but now here he's saying, I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till the 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. So in other words, he went back, or he started eating meat and stuff, and doing exactly like like they did. Now, in the 24th day, at the first of the month, as I was by the side of the great river, which is Hiddekel, then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, wait just a second, let me try to, my pages are stuck together. A certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as a lamp of fire, and his arms and his feet like the color of polished brass, and the voice of his words were like the voice of multitude. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision. For the man that were with me saw not the vision, but a great earthquake fell upon them, so that they fled to hide themselves. Therefore I was left alone, and I saw this great vision. And there remained no strength in me, for my comeliness was turned in me into corruption, and I retained no strength. Yet heard I the voice of his words. And when I heard the voice of his words, and when I was in a deep sleep on my face, and my face towards the ground, and behold, a hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hand. And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright, for unto thee am I now sent. And when he had spoken his words unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thy heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia stood between me 20 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the king of Persia. Now, this is where Satan tried to stop this angel from coming to talk to Daniel. And if it wasn't for Michael coming and helping this angel, he probably would not have made it for long or time. All right, let's go on 14. Now I am come to make thee understand what shall befall thy people in the latter days. For yet the vision is for many days. And when he had spoken such word unto me, I set my face towards the ground, and I became dumb. And behold, one like the similitude of the Son of Man touched my lips. Then I opened my mouth and spoke, and said unto him that stood before me, O my Lord, by the vision my sorrows are turned upon me, and I have retained no strength. For how can the servant of this my Lord talk with this my Lord? And let's see. For as for me, straightway there remaineth no strength in me, neither is there breath left in me. Then there came again and touched me one like the appearance of a man, and he strengthened me, and said, O man, greatly beloved, fear not, peace be unto thee, be strong, yea, be strong. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and said, Let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me. Then said he, Knowest thou that wherefore I come unto thee? And now will I return to flight with the prince of Persia. And when I am gone forth, lo, the prince of Greece shall come. But I will show thee that which is noted in the scriptures of truth. And there is none that holdeth me in these things, but Michael, your prince. All right, chapter 11. Also I, in the first year of Darius and Medes, even I stood to confirm and to strengthen him. And now I will show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the 4th shall be far richer than they all. And by his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up against the realm of Greece. Now, I'm not for sure, but I need to do some checking on some things now. Let's see where these people are coming from. All right, 3. And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule over there a great dominion, and go according to his will. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken, and shall be divided towards the 4 winds of heaven, and not to his prosperity, nor according to his dominion, which he ruleth. For the kingdom shall be plucked up, even for others beside those. Now, this is what I'm seeing. We're looking at a president, and somebody else is coming in. All right, but others come in, and they're destroying it. You know, okay. And when he shall stand up his kingdom, okay, I already done read that one. Sorry, the cat started doing other things. The cat and the dog. And the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes, and he shall be strong above him, and have dominion. His dominion shall be a great dominion. And in the end of years they shall join themselves together, for the king's daughters of the south shall come to the king of the north to make an agreement, but she shall not remain the power of the arm, neither shall he stand, nor his arm, but she shall be given up, and they that brought her, and he that begat her, and he that strengthened her in those times. But out of the branch of her root shall one stand up in his estate, which shall come with an army, and shall enter into the fortress of the king of the north, and shall deal against them, and shall prevail. Now, I hate to say this, but I'm going to tell you, this sounds like China and the United States. And shall also carry captive into Egypt their gods, which their princes and their precious vessels of silver and of gold, and he shall continue more years than the king of the north. So the king of the south shall come into his kingdom, and shall return unto his own land. But his son shall be stirred up, and shall assemble a multitude of great forces, and one shall certainly come, and overflow and pass through. Then shall he return, and be stirred up, even to his fortress. And the king of the south shall be moved with choler, and shall come forth and fight with him, even with the king of the north. And he shall set forth a great multitude, but the multitude shall be given into his hand. And when he hath taken away the multitude, his heart shall be lifted up, and he shall cast down many 10,000, but he shall not be strengthened by it. For the king of the north shall return, and shall set forth a multitude greater than the former, and shall certainly come after certain years with a great army, and with much riches. And in these times there shall many stand up against the king of the south. Also the robber of the people shall exalt themselves to establish the vision, but they shall fall. So the king of the north shall come, and cast up a mount, and take the most fenced cities, and the arms of the south shall not withstand, neither his chosen people, neither shall there be any strength to withstand. But he that cometh against him shall do according to his own will. That sounds like Trump. And none shall stand before him, and he shall stand in the glorious Lamb, which by his hand shall he consumed. Alright. He shall also set his face to enter within the strength of his whole kingdom, and upright ones with him. Thus shall he do, and he shall give him the daughter of women, corrupting her, but she shall not stand on his side, neither before him. After this shall he turn his face into the isles, and shall take many. But a prince for his own behalf shall cause the reproach offered by him to cease. Without his own reproach, he shall cause it to turn upon him. Then he shall turn his face towards the fort of his own land, but he shall stumble and fall, and not be found. Then shall stand up in his estate a riser of taxes in the glory of the kingdom, but within a few days he shall be destroyed, neither in anger nor in battle. So, in other words, that's not good for him. And in his estate shall stand up a vile person, to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom, but he shall come in peacefully and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. Alright, he's gonna come in, and he's gonna deceive you by good words. Now, this is what I think should happen. Okay, this is going to be flattery. And with the arms of a flood shall they be overthrown from before him, and shall be broken, yea, also the prince of the covenant. And after the league made with him, he shall work deceitfully, for he shall come up and shall become strong with a small people. He shall enter peacefully, even upon the fattest place of the providence, and he shall do that which his father have not done, nor his father's father. He shall scatter among them the prey and spoil and riches. Yea, he shall force his device against his stronghold, even for a time. And he shall stir up his power and his courage against the king of the south with a great army. And the king of the south shall be stirred up to battle with a very great and mighty army. But he shall not stand, for they shall forecast device against him. Yea, they that feed of the portion of his meat shall destroy him, and his army shall overflow, and many shall fall slain. And both these kings' heart shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table, but it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the time appointed. Then shall he return into his land with great riches, and his heart shall be against the holy covenant, and he shall do exploits and return to his own land. At the time appointed he shall return and come towards the south, but it shall not be as the former or the latter. For the ships of Chittim shall come up against him, wherefore he shall be grieved, and return, and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do, he shall even return, and have indignation with them that forsook the holy covenant. And and arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate, and such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword, and by flame, by captivity, by spoil, many days. And when they shall fall, they shall be holden with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries. And some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them, to purge, and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. Now, you got to look. We're looking at a purge now. People are going around just killing people for no reason. So we know that's going on right now. And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods. This is a big G and little g, and with an S. And shall prosper, till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his father, nor desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. So from what I'm understanding He's not going to be. He's going to be a man that loves men. All right, that sounds like it to me. And he's going to magnify himself above everything. But in his estate shall he honor the God of force, like the God of armies.
That would be the Allah.
Yep, that would be Allah. Yeah, Rick's right. And a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver and with precious stone and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most stronghold with a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory. And he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. And at the end shall the king of the south push at him, and the king of the north shall come against him, like a whirlwind, with chariots, and with horsemen, and with many ships. And he shall enter into the country, and shall overflow and pass over. That's airplanes. He shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape out of his hand, even Edom and Moab, and the chief of the children of Ammon. He shall stretch forth his hand also upon the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. But he shall have power over the treasure of gold and of silver, and over all precious things of Egypt. And the Lebanons and the Ethiopians shall be at his step. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly to make away many. And he shall plant his tabernacle of his palace between the seas in the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Alright, this is 12. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which strengthens for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be deceived, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words of the silly book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Think about the knowledge we have on the internet right now. Then Daniel looked, and behold, there stood other two, the one on his side of the bank of the river, and the other on that side of the bank of the river. And one said, The man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of those wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand, and he lifted his left hand into heaven, and swore by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time and a half a time. And when he shall accomplish to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed. till the time of the end. Many shall purify and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. That's what's going on now. People are waking up, and if they don't waken up, they're going to be blind to what's going on right now. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Now, I watched a video a while, it been that long ago. I'd love to find it. I can't find it. That he went through everything and went down, took you through the calendars, not our calendar, but the Jewish calendar, and he showed that there's about, I think he said about 10 years left on this earth. Now, I ain't date setting or anything, because only God knows the hour and time. But anything can happen. Alright. Blessed is he that waiteth, and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days. But go thy way, till the end be, for thou shalt rest, and stand in thy lot at the end of days. In other words, he's saying, you're going to be secure. But can you see at the things where he had changed and all? And this is not really what I remembered reading the last time that I read the book of Daniel. But however, I was mistaken on what I was reading earlier, or back a way back. So I would say that when Daniel comes alive again, that he is not going to be the Antichrist. And also, it's been a while since I've read it. We're going to start Hosea the next time. So I'm sorry that I got myself all mixed up. But we're going to go back to reading Hosea. And maybe this one right here might be the book that I was thinking of. I'm not for sure. Let's see how. We have got 14 chapters in this one. Alright, hugs and kisses. How to donate to PayPal. You mash on Poor Man's Sewing, and then you come up here and you look for About, and you mash on About, and right here you hit on Donate to Poor Man's Sewing. It's people like you that help me out, and it is really appreciated. And I hope you many blessings in this hard times that we are fixing to go through. A lot of hugs and kisses to you.